Good morning, everybody. Day 2, stairs and chairs. So, obviously yesterday we did a little bit of a leg workout. Maybe you're feeling that today. Maybe you're a little tight. Totally normal. Good morning, Siren. Listen, today we're going to do upper body because we work lower, so we're going to give that a little bit of a break, a little bit of a rest, and we're going to try some upper body stuff. So, you're going to start with your stairs. First things first, we want to get warmed up on what we're going to use today. So we're going to just hold plank. You can do that on your first step, your second step, your third step. What I want you to do is find a step that is going to be good for you to have good form here. So what is good form on a plank? We're going to have wrists underneath and in line with our shoulders, core tight, pelvis tucked, pushing through the heels into the toes. So you're going to hold a plank for 60 seconds. Pick a step that you feel comfortable doing this. The second step works really good for me. If you need the third step, maybe you just need to be a little more upright because of an injury or something of that nature. Step 3 is great. Step 1 is great. If you need to do a plank on the floor, that's fine. 60 seconds plank, hold. That's going to be your warm-up. That'll get everything in the upper body, the core, that'll get everything nice and tight. And actually, once it's squeezed and it has that isometric hold, it'll warm up, it'll get the blood pumping, and we'll get started. So, your first move is going to be a fourth step push-up. Fourth step. So, take your fourth step. Let's see here. Take your fourth step. 1, 2, 3, 4. What you're going to do is on the edge of your fourth step, you're going to put the palm of your hands, right? So here with this fourth step push-up, you want to make sure that you have your body in one straight line, all the way from the top of your head to your toes. You're going to do a push-up. So it's very, very basic, right? You're going to come all the way down to the step and push off. Trying to get your elbows to 90 degrees. Your basic push-up on the fourth step. We want it to be the step that's just below what would be kind of shoulder height to you, so fourth step is ideal here. What we're going to start with is just a regular push-up, so your hands are just slightly outside of your shoulders, right? But then I want you to do, okay, so it's 10 of those. 10 fourth step push-ups. Then I want you to put your hands on the edge, the farthest part of the step. So as wide as you can go on the step. And we're going to do 10 wide push-ups. Now keep in mind, if you need to modify this, moving up a step so that you're more upright is going to help with modifications. Maybe you want to make this a little harder. Maybe you're like, Jenna, fourth step, I'm pretty much standing up straight, I'm not getting much out of this. Move down. Even better, move down further. So when you're doing these push-ups, the angle that you're doing them at changes. Keep in mind, you're doing push-ups into steps. That means when you're on step number 4, step number 5 is going to be at the bottom when you get there. Don't smack your face on the step. 10, shoulder width, hands on the fourth step. 10, all the way at the widest point of the step. Okay? First moves. 10 close together, 10 wide. Then we're going to flip over. We're going to sit on this second step. On the second step, which you guys did not see, that this is the second step for me, you're going to put your hands right next to your butt, palms on step. We're going to push our body off, put our knees at 90 degrees. Our body is hanging off. There's nothing under here. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our elbows and we're going to try to touch our elbows back to that third step while our butt just taps that first step. Right? We're not going to get our arms completely to 90 degrees here because we're limited, because we're tapping our butt on that first step. And that's okay. We're just doing kind of a partial dip here. We're going to be doing this for 10. Okay? When you get to 10, I want you to hold this. Just here. See how my tricep right now, it's under tension? We're gonna hold this 30 seconds. And down. Okay, so you have 10 dips on that second step, butt tap in that first step, elbows going back, chest upright, knees at 90 degrees. 10 of those, and then a 30-second hold, just there. Got it? Cool. Okay. After that, we are going to do a hand stair climb. Hand stair climb. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start, this is going to be called a 4x4. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use 4 steps, 4, and we're going to do 4 things on each step. Sound good? So we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to start in a plank position on step number 1. We're going to take our hands and we're going to climb to step number 4. If you move, you're going to move with your climbing. So you're stepping in. When you lift that right hand, you're stepping in with that right foot. We're going to stair climb like this for 4. So the goal here is to not rock your body. So when you're climbing, you're keeping your body completely in line, up the steps, down the steps. It's really easy when you switch steps to want to twist to switch steps. Don't do that. This is a good core and upper body stability move. So you want to try not to rock when you're doing this. This is like your Spider-Man move. Keeping that back flat and straight. You're going to climb up, climb back, climb up, climb back. You're doing this 4 times. 4 stairs, 4 up and backs. Okay? 4x4. Deep breath. Next move is going to be a V push-up. So, what does that mean? V push-up. I want you to take your hands on step number 2. Step number 2, you're going to have your hands pointing towards each other on this step, okay? Do you see the setup that I have here? This is what you're going to look like on the step. So once you get on this step, you're going to keep your feet on the floor. Pretty much, I would say, just take a step back from the bottom of the stairs. Your hands are pointed towards each other, right? What we're going to do here is we're going to lower our body down towards our hands. We're going to go slow when we do this because if you can see at the angle I'm going to go down at, there's a step there. And I don't want you to slam your head. So what I want you to do is to bend your elbows. This is going to be a shoulder move actually. But by bending your elbows and sending them out and tapping your head gently on that step, you're working that whole upper body. This is a V push-up, elevated. So you want a slow tempo here so you don't slam your head into that step. But a nice tap, that's good. That's what we want. You're going to be doing this V push-up for 10 reps. 10 is one of our magic numbers today, as well as 4. So, in, all the way. This is what you're doing. That's the movement. Next move, we are going to switch over to our chair, so you guys can see our chair. Okay, so our chair, guys. Today, remember, you want your chair always up against something, supported. Okay, so we're going to sit on the edge of our chair, right? So here we're going to do those dips again that we were doing earlier, but we can get fuller range of motion this time because there's nothing holding us back here unless you're going all the way to the floor. Knees are bent, arms are back, down to a 90-degree angle. The thing that we're doing here is when you're dipping down, you're going to come up and you're going to thrust your hip back. Dip, thrust. This works everything. Your number here, your magic number here is 10. Dip, thrust. 2 separate movements here. That's your burnout move. Now let's do a little bit of ab work, okay? Abs are on the stairs, guys. Let's bring you back to the stairs. Here. All right, abs are on the stairs. So let's get back to that view for you. Okay. So to finish up, we're gonna do some ab work. It's a 4x4 as well. We're gonna do 4 up, 4 back, 4 up, 4 back, okay? So we're gonna start down here on this first step. First step. We're gonna take our legs and we're going to do, it's kind of like a spider lunge, but we're actually gonna not put our foot down. So we're gonna elbow and knee connect. Elbow and knee connect. You're doing that 4 times. Guess what? Then we climb to the next step. 4. Then we climb to the next step. While you're doing this, you're changing your angle. So by the time you get to this top step, you're practically standing up straight. So you're getting to hit your obliques in so many different angles. The thing is, we had to come back down. So when we come back down, on number 4 up here, we're going to cross. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is just opposite knee to opposite elbow. Now, going up, we did same knee, same side. Coming back, down, we're crossing. So what does that mean? It's up and back. You're doing 4 rounds of up and back. Going up, same side. Coming down, crisscrossing. Then we breathe. Then this whole routine is something that you're going to repeat twice. We're not going to do 3 times today. We're going to repeat twice. So I will share with you guys in the comments below the routine itself broken down. But those are your moves. That's what you've got today. Pretty intense, but in a good way. You're going to work some muscles that you haven't worked. One of the things I always get questions about is arms. Like, how can I tone my arms, my shoulders? How can I do that? So this is a mini breakdown of some movements that you can do that are going to build strength in that upper body. That's what I have for you guys. Day 2. Don't forget to share your day 2 selfie with us when you get finished so we can announce a winner for today's challenge. I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.